Welcome back to another live. Let me take my bad tag off because I don't want nobody remembering what my first and last name is. So I'm gonna retitle this live really quickly because I just got off from my other job and I'm about to head to my other job right quick, but I just wanted to talk about this and I want to get comfortable doing lives even though people don't really be watching my lives, but however, yeah, I'm just gonna do some lives. So I'm going to tell y'all a story that happened yesterday. And I want to tell y'all how I felt about it and how some women, not all, especially older black women, not all, can really, really make you feel like you don't want anything to do with them. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm a black woman. And my experience, not all, especially serving black women, is that you are below them and that's it. Like hands down, not every woman, because I have some women that are very, very nice, they cool, they be chilling, they be doing whatever. But some of them really, I don't know what type of mindset they on. So let me tell you what happened. I don't know who keep popping back in my live, but you're welcome to stay. If not, it's still gonna be uploaded to YouTube. So yesterday I came by and I was talking to a table and I was like, "Hi, my name is Z. I'll be taking care of you for today. This, and this." I told them about the happy hour special and everything. So as I introduced myself, because I don't like being rude, I started telling them about the specials and everything. And we started talking and I asked them what were their professions. I asked them, I said, "Hey, what is your profession? What do you do?" And the lady was like, "Oh yeah, we work with college students." And I was like, "Oh, okay." At first I was like, "All right, cool." Because when your waitress be trying to like fill people out. So we keep talking and she's like, "Are you a college student?" And I was like, "No, ma'am. Like, I graduated college 10 years ago." First of all, I'm flattered when people say, "Are you still in college?" But when I look at myself in the mirror, I don't see myself that young. Like, I'm 37, like, so I was just like, this lady pulling my leg. Is she trying to be funny? Is she on joke time? Because it's really not funny to me for real. So this lady really started bothering me, especially when white women come on the scene. I don't know what it is about some black women, but they really be trying to try and act funny. But she had the rest of her sisters sitting with her. So as she has the other lady sitting with her, she's like, "I would like to get a Diet Coke. I want to get a water, and I want to get a glass of wine." And she was like, "Can you please tell me what type of wine we have available on happy hour?" And I told her all the happy hour is available between 6 o'clock. After 6 o'clock, it will no longer be available. So she was like, "Okay, cool." So she ordered her wine and everything. So after she ordered her wine, her colleagues, they ordered their wine and everything. Excuse me, my mouth is a little parched. So we get the orders together. I ordered for them because they were acting like they couldn't read the menu. So I had ordered for them because they didn't know what was on the menu, and that was cool. They didn't know how to work the computer. So let me get to the best part. So after I come back from the table, that's why I put this on my short earlier. The woman is like, um, "Did you complete college?" And I was like, I completed college 10 years ago. Okay, we get that out the way. So then the one lady out the table, which was the light skinned lady with the wig, was like, "Oh, well, what are you doing still serving tables?" And I really felt like that was such an insult. Like she was just like, "We can help you or whatever." Like she was like, "We work in the government and we're in high places or whatever." And I'm just like, "Okay, if you're in high places, what does that have to do with me?" Like when people say stuff like that, okay, you're in high places, but what does that have to do with me? And I don't know if she was trying to like make it seem like she was being funny or whatever, but to me I felt like that was very insulting because okay, you're in high places, I'm not, and at the end of the day, I'm not a person that is going to sit up here and act like I don't need help because I sure enough will, take all the help that I can get. But what I don't like is that the way she said it, and she was like, I work for the government, and I can help you, and I don't have a problem. She was like, you can preferably call me in the daytime, and we can talk about some stuff. And I told her, well, I don't really see myself retiring to a 9 to 5. No homo, but I don't see myself retiring to a 9 to 5. I just don't see that as my future. And I don't think she could see that, that was what I was trying to delay the message to. And she was like, well, how long do you think you're going to work in food service? And I was like, well, I don't know how much longer I'm going to work in food service, but, in the morning time, I work with residents. So in the morning time, because I work with residents, I, like healthcare, but I would like to move higher up in that. So she was just like, oh, well, during the pandemic, when we got our paychecks and everything, when we got our paychecks, we weren't not laid off. And I was like, okay, well, I understand that. That's cool. I'm glad that like you guys weren't laid off. But it was just like, I don't know. The lady was just giving very much bougie and fake. Like if I called her, she probably wouldn't have answered the phone. She probably would have just excuse me. I feel like I gotta oh shoot. Excuse me. This is not happening to me. I think it's the weather. I felt like the way she was talking to me, she was talking to me like I was low hanging fruit, like I didn't matter. And I don't like that. Me personally, like the way I think is everybody should give respect, especially when they go out. But however, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it too hard, but like she was just throwing shade. Like she was just like, yeah, we can help you, and you know, we did those jobs when we were younger, and it's just like when women say that, yeah, you probably been on a job for what, like 20, 30 years, and you probably that's all you've seen, you know what I'm saying? Now the other woman was like, she works for USDA, and she was telling me how much they were hiring, and I was like, okay, like out of the friend group, at least that lady was being real. She was like, I work for USDA, and like if you want to apply, you can apply, and I'm like, all right, cool. So after that, the other woman, she decides to come back and say, what did she say? Oh, she came back to me and told me that she told me that um you shouldn't feel like your college education was a waste of time. And I said, oh yes ma'am, it was a waste of time. I told her how much of a waste of time was. I said, I feel like especially in America that the school system is rigged to younger children, especially when they're in their 20s, because that's what happened to me when I was in my 20s. And I know nobody's really looking at this live thinking that it's serious, but it's serious to me. So let me tell y'all my background. I was in college at age 21, okay? My grandparents and my parents, they all wanted me to be in college. I necessarily didn't know what I was doing. I just know that my grandparents and my mother and everybody wanted me to go to college. Now that I'm like in my 30s, almost about to be 40-year-old, college is not something that I believe that was a good investment. I really believe it was the worst mistake I made in my life. I got thousands of debt. They have to figure out a game plan to pay off. And this is what people don't like to talk about. That's why people keep jumping in and out of my life, which I'm okay with because you don't got to listen what I say. I'm not God. But at the end of the day, when I'm talking about something real, something that can impact somebody's life, everybody leaves out of the room. But when I talk about silly stuff and stupidness, and frappuccinos, everybody is chiming in or ready to hear something stupid I got to say. But as soon as I say something important, now everybody jump out the live. Okay, that's cool. So anyway, like I was saying, I feel like college was the worst investment I could have did for myself. I am not speaking for everybody. I'm just speaking for myself. So this is what I'm telling the lady. I'm telling her, I'm like, look, ma'am, I truly believe that college was a mistake in my life because I went and got a liberal arts degree that is $60,000. Okay, it's $60,000. And I tried to use the degree to get a job online, and I got an email saying, unfortunately, we're moving with another candidate. See, that's what people don't say. And I filled out at least 200 applications until I was like, you know what? I'm going to look for a different place of work. And that was in the government. I filled out several applications, I mean, not USDA, but usajobs.gov. So I told her that, and she was like, well, no, you have to word it a certain way and you have to know people. And it's just like, do I really want to do all of that? And then some of those people that work in those government jobs don't even know anything. They're the same people that come to the DMV, I mean, that work in the DMV, that do titles and tags, rude, nasty, disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be funny, but like I remember when I was younger and I was trying to go through a government program, and I remember that when I was in the government program, them women that worked in the government was some, oh my God, bitch. They was not nice women. And the women that I was waiting on yesterday, they were not nice like that for real. That's why I'm just like, go ahead and stop acting like you're nice. Like people that work in the government are mean. When you go to the DMV and you want to get tags and title and all of that, they don't be giving you no type of friendly hello. If anything, if you don't have the documentation, they will definitely get up out of there. They'll get you up out of there quick. They'll be like, oh yeah, you don't have your stuff, you can go to the back. So why would I want to work for a company like that? So I told her, I seen your comment, but I'm driving. Um, Thank you so much. I see your comment, but I can't respond back. So what I was telling the lady, I was like, I don't think government is for me. So she just kept going on and on about government, and I'm telling her about how I like healthcare. So let me go to the point why she made me feel less than. And she was like, jobs like these are good for when you're young, but when you get older, you're gonna have to do something differently. As though I don't know that. As though they're just giving out these nice jobs, especially during the recession, with prices being super freaking high. I'm like, come on, lady. Like, get your head back to reality. Some people are in the position because they've been in that position since they were in their 30s and 20s. Like everyone's not getting paid like that, especially, oh, what, you a college grad, man? Please, you're not getting all that money unless you're a doctor, nurse, you got a certification and a whole bunch of experience. And I told her, it's a nice gesture that you would like for me to work in the government. But however, if I only have food experience, then I have to look for a job that's in. So that's why the other lady had offered, USDA. Okay, so I feel like I'm running around with circle with those ladies. So anyway, after all of that was done, they gave me my tip and they told me, how I was a nice person and everything. So then I got, another table that I was taken care of, and they were pretty cool. But insult to injury, this is what I want to say about servants. Some people really feel that like you're the lowest to the ground. At the end of the day, I'm handling your food. You want to treat the person that's handling your food with care, because I could easily go in the bathroom and not wash my hands and touch all over your food and you'll never know it. But I'm not going to do that because I'm a respectable person. But I'm just saying, some people are very disrespectful. And then 2 days ago, when I had served these other two women or whatever, they were young girls. The girl just gave me like the nastiest look, as though I was hurting them. Like, I'm just like, come on. Take he said face to face, what, face to face. I don't know if you said face to face shit. I don't know what that said. Please type it again. But the point that I'm making is that some women do not like other women, especially black women. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. Not all of us, but some of us, they just don't like each other. And then my main thing is the staring and the looking as though I've done something wrong to you. I tell anybody, I didn't ask you to come in. You came in on your own. Whether you want to come in, take out, whatever the case is, do that. But the only reason why I'm continuing working as a waitress, if anybody wanted to know, is that I am paying off my debt. So basically, I have three credit cards left that I have to pay. One is, I believe it's $224. The other one is 500, and the other one is 2100. I'm gonna work on my credit during the summertime. Once I pay off my credit card debt, the only debt I'm gonna have left is my auto loan and my student loan, and I'm gonna try to get my auto loan smaller than what it is, because after that I really don't have any more debt. So I've been, wanting to get out of the service industry, but however, shoot, when you work every single night, like tonight. I'm supposed to at least make 250. It's easier to pay off your debt that way. And then I get my paycheck today, so I'll save that. I don't see it as anything else, but some people do. And another thing is that people don't understand that we are in a recession. So if you can find extra ways, people keep saying the recession is on weeks away, it's already here. Okay, if you haven't noticed, it's already here. Never in history, and that's why I put it on my short. Never in history have eggs been $7.36. $7.36. $7.36. I went to the grocery store the other day, and then I went to the grocery store up the street by my mama house, and it's almost at $8. Okay, bread is like around 5, 6, $7, and I live in the DMV, so nobody can sit here and make me feel less than because I want to make some extra money by waiting tables. Yes, I have a YouTube channel, but I don't get paid on my channel. And when I do get paid, it'll happen. But for right now, it's not there. So I have to find other ways to make money. I'm just saying, like the late. Oh, and that's another thing. So then I went and told the lady that I make YouTube videos, and she was telling me that her daughter was like a famous lawyer on YouTube, as though I know. Like we really got a whole bunch of channels that are practicing law. Lady, get up out of here. So I was just like, you know what? I'm kind of done talking to those ladies. It is what it is. Like I tried to fake the funk, but some people really try to make you feel less than. Like I really just don't understand it. Like we all, especially black women, need to start acting more nicer to other women because we want to demand respect from another man. We want to demand respect from other peers and other races, and yet instead we can't even like each other. We can't even come together. Some of us, not all of us, but it is what it is. So that is the way I feel about serving. I wish this dude would not be so close to my vehicle, and I don't know. I'm gonna continue to keep working as much as I can. And the people that do watch me, please leave comments and let me know what videos you guys want me to cover because I am completely lost. I have new people here and don't even know what you guys want to see. So, if I cover a topic and it's not popular, it's because nobody is saying nothing and people are just going with the flow on what I'm saying. And I don't even know how many men watch me every day or how many women watch me. Okay, are you letting me get over? Yes, you are. If you do not know, I'm on my way to the job working. So, um, that's what I wanted to say. Another thing that I wanted to say about college is that, you know, even though my associate's degree is $60,000, I don't know any job that is going to match me a $60,000 salary with one job, doing whatever in a cubicle. I just don't know. And by the way, because I'm a waitress and I work at a health facility in the morning time, I make $61,000. Let that sink in. So that's with two jobs. And my server job, I just work whenever I want to. But if I was to work there every single day, there are some people that work at that server job where people feel like you are less than and make $100,000 cash, no tax. So when people try to tell me that I need to throw my hat in about serving, I just tell them whatever it is, what it is. I'm really trying to read your comment. It keeps coming up and I can't see it. I hope the comments save because this is a recorded live or whatever. Hopefully the comments will stay. I don't know, but it is what it is. Like I'm a natural law hustler. I'm going to try to do what I can do. That's why I bought me this LLC. Right now, I'm going through a huge hospital bill. He said all cities are just in all cities drive safe. Oh yeah, I'll drive safe. Thank you so much. This live is wireless. So yeah, I am maneuvering or whatever. Let me drive safe and put my seatbelt on. You're right. You never know because these Cucamonga cracker killers that drive all wild. I do not got time for not have my seatbelt on because I was recording the live. But what I wanted to say was I try to do the best that I can. Right now I'm dealing with hospital bill that I have to pay for $800. Okay, I put it on. Thank you. For $800, and because my back was hurting for 2 weeks, so that's what I'm dealing with. So I have to work extra hard to pay that off. Which is not bad, but it's just like, dang, that's $800 that I could have, kept to myself. So I don't know. I don't even know what I'm about to say in this live, but what I do want to say is I don't never feel less than in life when you're trying to get to. I guess it doesn't, let me say it like this. It doesn't matter where you start at, it's where you finish. And that's what I was trying to tell to the older lady. But these women, like I said before, they were at least in their 50s and 60s. And like trying to tell an older person that, they just still got it rigid in their head that like this is the way life is supposed to be. You're just supposed to croak and then work a job forever. Me personally, I don't believe that. I believe that several streams of income is the way to go. He said that's right. Is that right? Oh, he said take them. Oh, talk to them. Oh, talk to who? Did you talk to them? Yeah, I did talk to them. Yeah, I talked to them or whatever. But that's the way I think. I'm just saying in general, like people believe that you're supposed to just work a regular job and then die. No, like I'd rather have several streams of income. And at the end of the day, it's hard trying to build a business. What do you say? Keep keep people. I I don't know. Okay. On what? What is it? On oh, did you say talk about tipping? LOL. It's really hard to read the small print. You said, oh, did they tip me? Yes, they did tip me. Yes, they left a tip. They did leave a tip or whatever. I wasn't really worried about them leaving a tip. They were the type that were like the bougie type, so they was gonna leave a tip regardless. They did leave a tip, but it's not about the tipping. It's the way they were acting, like they were just feeling like, fetch me some water type of stuff, like, you know, like, and I'm big on that. Like, I don't like to be, I don't know. I'm a really down to earth person. I don't like that type of weirdness when people do stuff like that. Like that just irritates the crap out of me. So they went about their day and all that, but they did leave a tip. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. But it's really, like I said, it's really been rough for me for the last year and this year. Last year I was on DWI and I had to pay the state of Maryland police department at least $150 every month. So, you know, I just think about all the money I have wasted. That's why this year I just don't got time to waste. I really don't got time to waste anymore. But at the end of the day, you know, I talked to my bartender yesterday because I was telling him about the ladies, and he was like, "Don't worry about them." He was like, "Because there's some people here, bartenders that make 100K, and 100K ain't a lot, but it is a lot if you're not being really taxed on it for real." So, there's other ways to make money out here, but this is what I say about the service industry: as servers, bartenders, whatever the case is, at the end of the day, it's a place of work where you can come in and leave out with cash, and I am happy with that. Come on, dude. Don't you hit my car. This dude's not even watching. He's just coming across. Yeah. So like I don't have to worry about my check. I don't ever, a matter of fact, I don't even be looking for it unless I have to pay a bill. That's about it. So I don't know. I've been serving since I was like 21. It's kind of getting tiring though. Like I'm not gonna lie. That's why I'm just like, I'm gonna try to use most of my tips to start my business and keep it moving. But other than that, I don't really, study for people anymore. And some places automatically do gratuity. Now the place that I work, they don't do automatic gratuity. So, you really have to like outshine and talk to the customer and do what you have to do. We only charge gratuity when I think it's like 20 or more, like a contract or whatever. So that's what we do. So I do want to talk about something else. So um I really want to talk about the importance of watching what you spend because inflation is so high. So these are my tips. And I was gonna make a full video about it, but I don't got time for all that. So these are my tips when it comes to inflation. Only buy what you need, okay? Only buy what you need. Only buy what you need. There's no reason to go buy something that you don't need. So if you don't need that new car, don't get it. If you don't need all that food in your refrigerator, speaking to myself, you do not need it. If you do not need to go out there and put all that money on your credit card, you don't need it. If you don't need to take that vacation this year, don't spend it, okay? Because things are very, very high. And I recently, to save money, I don't hang out with people and go drink and do all of that no more. Nope. I only do it on occasions. So this weekend, I'm going to the concert. I'm going to the Wiz Kids concert, and I will be going there. So I will be going there to spend my little dollars to go drink my little drink. But I don't go to weekly bars with friends. I don't even. A matter of fact, I got rid of all the friends that do that because I feel like this. As much as I talk about other people tipping, I don't feel like I should go and spend my money at the bar almost every single night. Like I'm using the same money that someone came to tip me, and then I'm going out to go pay it out. Just don't make no sense to me. Um, what is some other tips you can do? Oh, the summer is about to come up, you guys, and I really feel like if you want to save some money, you should go. I'm gonna go get me one because I turned my AC on the other day, but it was doing the most. I'm gonna really get me a fan. I want to have the AC on, but I'm not gonna have it on like that. I'd rather just use the fan a little bit because I feel like the AC really runs that electricity bill high. And also, going to other places that are outdoors that don't cost a bunch of money, like going to the zoo or something, hanging out in areas like that for AC, and also walking by the park or just walking out at night without putting your AC on. Some nights it can get super hot, but at least have a fan or a fan that has wireless. That's wireless because I'm also thinking about that, and you could just put it batteries in there. I'm trying to find all type of ways to save me money. Like I just paid my Pepco bill is $30, and I want to keep it that way. When I'm at my home, where I currently live, I make sure that I turn my lights off. I don't even keep a lot of things plugged in because I don't have time. I know people who have heard that before, but it's really important, like, because things are just super high, and I don't want to waste my money on like the small stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I do that? We got people out here that really don't know how to drive. This man is really in the middle of the street, but yeah, like that is a hack. And also cooking at home, like if people are really trying to really cook at home, because um going to the grocery store is really starting to become a chore that I don't want to do or pay for. Like it's just too much. But I don't know, you guys, I try to come up with many ideas to keep people, like active on my channel. I really don't even know what the channel is going to look like in the next couple of months, because like I feel like I want to do a shift. I don't really like some of the stuff that I post. Some of the stuff I post is kind of like outdated. So if you're a subscriber and you like listen to me, you like talking to me, I'm happy that everybody watches, even the one person that's in this live. I appreciate your patience and your time. You don't have to look at me. You can go to another channel and look at somebody else. But the fact that you are paying attention to me, it shows me a lot. And me, I don't really normally do lives. So the fact that I am starting to do lives, I see how they are. I actually have to have like a huge, huge following for it to be like 400 to 500 people. But I feel like, shoot, I like to get in the one-on-one personal level with one person that's listening to me. But I don't know. I'm just a naturally genuine person that's just outspoken. I've always been like that since a child. So if I feel like something is wrong, I'm going to speak my mind. And some people, they be at work, they be like, "Why do you say the stuff that you say sometimes?" I'm like, "Because I'm not going to hold anything back. Why? What is the point? Holding back for what? I'm going to say what I got to say. Like that's on period. I'm not going to ever try to sugarcoat anything. These people drive me crazy. I'm always gonna do the real. I don't mind, like what's the point of being fake for? If you My grandfather always told me, if you got something to say, let people know about it. If you feel like you can share something with the world, tell those people about it. Nothing ever gets done with people keeping their mouth closed and not saying nothing. I truly believe in that. Come on. Come on, sir. You're doing the most. You're doing the most. You're driving like you don't know what you're doing. I hate people that are in vans. But anyway, I feel like this. That's why I was talking to that lady yesterday. Like, if I have something to say, I'm gonna say what's on my mind. I'm not going to act as though there's no reason for me to speak what's on my mind. Oh my God, you gotta hold it in, and if somebody's gonna tease me, no. Forget that. Nobody's going to tease nothing. I'm going to say what I got to say. That's why some people don't like what I say on my shorts. And then someone had put on my shorts because I was talking about why it's not good to brag to say that you have another job, and it's not. It's not an accomplishment. It's just a side hustle for you to make some extra money. This dude gonna put in the comments and say you need to go get another job. Then want you to get a different job. I'm currently looking for a different job. Actually, I'm looking for a third job so I can have extra money to build this business, because both jobs that I have is taking up half of my income. For with bills and rent, but that's a different topic. But what I'm saying is, like, you got people like that hiding behind a screen that I cannot personally see them, but yet instead, if I was to see them in the street, they would not say anything. That's why I'd be like, man, you need to get another job, man. You need to get off my page with that nonsense, like, for real. YouTube, you have to be careful what you say on YouTube, because when you get one person that gets upset, irate, angry, upset, and then all of a sudden they want to flag your video. So that's why I just be trying to keep the hearts and try to keep it, copacetic. Because me personally, if I was to meet them in person, I sure would give them the business. But do I have time to go off on somebody in the comments? No, I don't. But I will check somebody. I'd be like, yeah, well, I'm currently looking for another job. And then on top of it, people, they're taking their time to hire. Okay, these days ain't, you can't just quit your job and then get another job the next day. You better have my saying is, to get another job, you gotta have a job. If you don't have a job, oh my God, it's so hard to obtain one, man. They be telling you left and right when you get on the interview. Yep, everything was nice, but unfortunately we went with another candidate. That's the way they do it. I don't know. I like talking trash sometimes. It makes me feel good, but I don't know. My channel, I've been working on it since 2012. If anyone wanted to know, and I was inconsistent for a little bit, and now it's been full blown since 2017. But I just gotta keep it going, keep on going, because nobody motivates me more than I motivate myself. That's why try to make motivation, inspirations sometimes. Because when I think about these shorts and I think about some of the stuff that I say, I always think back in my head, is somebody else out there thinking like what I'm thinking about? Because I feel like I have telekinesis. Like, yes, these people are thinking how I'm thinking, and it's working because people are liking it. So it's just like, I always want to say the real. I don't ever want to fall off this face of the earth. My mouth is dry. Fall off the face of the earth, and I wasn't real. I want people to know I'm genuine. I'm real. I'm just like you. Whoever's watching me, I go to work. I do what I got to do. I say what I gotta say, and I keep it 100. Most people don't want to keep it 100. They want to keep it 25 with you, and then act like you got the problem. No, you got the problem. But today was a very good day. I didn't have any drama with a nurse. Oh yeah, let me talk about that right quick, because that is something that I wanted to say and I didn't get to say it last time. So because I work at a health facility and I give food to my residents, some of these nurses are damn. I don't know where they get these nurses, and I put that on my show. I don't know where they get these nurses, but some of these nurses I work with are just nasty. Some of them don't even wash their hands through the shift. Some of them, when they're dealing with a resident and they're doing their duties, do not wear gloves all the time, do not put hand sanitizer on. And it's like, I feel so bad for the residents. Now, some of my residents, I try to help them out the best way I can, because I'm the person that deals with their food or whatever. I try to feed them. I try to wash my hands. Try to make sure I keep their dishes clean, because I have my own dining room. That's why you always see me filming in that room. I have my own dining room, which is basically my freaking office space that everybody want to be in. There's more stuff in there, but I'm just like, I'm not showing y'all like what I do with my paperwork and all of that. That's private. But what I'm trying to say is, some of these nurses is just outright wrong, and I feel like there's still some fake certificates floating around, because the practice that I see at where I work is just not up to par. It's not up to par. Some of these residents are sitting inside of diapers for hours, and I'm looking at the diaper in this full to maximum. I'm just like, dang, like nobody is gonna change it. I just don't understand where they get these nurses from to care for these people. And it's like, man, I have a giving heart. Like, my mom took care of my grandparents until they was 90 and they died. It's just not fair and it's not right. And I just feel like the government should crack down on nurses. Like, I know where they're short of nurses, but they need to at least crack down. What's the point? I mean, of just doing it. What's my grandmother used to say? half-ass if nobody gonna say nothing about it. And me, I try to watch myself and not try to say too much about my facility and where I work at. It's because I don't want them to ever come back and be like, well, she's get, because then that's a lawsuit. So that's why I don't really announce, where it actually is and the city and all of that. I'm not giving a description on the location on where I'm at, but I'm just saying some of these nurses is wrong, and then they rude, disrespectful. Like, it just be wrong. And then some of my residents like have scars on them. Um, like it looked like they were left alone or like they failed. Like some of my residents, they have blue and black eyes or whatever. Like one of them today, like they were eyes all blacked up, arm all messed up. I'm just like, this is what people. I can't believe people leave their loved one that cared for them in these homes. Like that just blow it takes my breath away. It is such that is the worst part that I hate about the job. They just don't even come, or some of them don't even come to visit. They don't even care to see them. They just let let whoever gonna take care of them. I feel like that's so wrong. Like I don't know. It just pours my heart out to see that that's what it is. And I'm looking at my future like I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be in a chair with a nurse that is not going to care for me or disrespect me for no freaking reason at all. And at the end of the day, these residents still have to pay, or their family members pay for them. So that's just what it is, guys. I just truly, think about things from the future, not the present. A lot of people like to live in the present and don't think about the future. And I used to be like that. I used to always think in the present. And now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to think about the future. And I know my future, I don't want my future like that. I really, really don't. I said in my last live, I recently stopped smoking cigarettes. So it's been 2 months. So I won't have Alzheimer's. I didn't even know cigarettes cause Alzheimer's. So I just recently quit that. So I'm very happy about that. I just started going back to the gym since my back wasn't hurting no more. Y'all, health is important. Health is important. A lot of people, want to just put health on the back burner, but health is important. It's important. Um, it's also important that you get your water in, okay? Because I preach what I say, man. You have to get your water and leave that sugar alone. That sugar is the stuff that kill people. It really, really does. But I don't know. At the end of the day, where I work, I'm still giving service to elderly care. But however, the senior facility I work at, they don't, allow tipping and all of that. It's just their regular meal or whatever, and I get paid hourly for it. So it is what it is. But me, I'm a genuine person. I really like to help people, and if I can help seniors, so be it. Takes my energy, but it's a rewarding career to be in. And I wouldn't change it for the world. That's why I was telling that lady, nah, ma'am, I'm not interested in working in the government. And the government is the same people that will go ahead and shut down for a whole entire week just to slow people's tax money from coming in the mail. So I'm not a real big fan on that. I'm really not. I'm not a fan of this government at all. It's not something that I would rush to go get an application for. I'm not downing nobody that doesn't work in the government, but however, if you do work in the government, more power to you. But I think I've said enough, you guys. It's just like about 30 something minutes. So yeah, you guys, this is my second live. I will be trying to go live every single week because I feel like I need to. It's my duty. I like going live to, I don't know, I guess to get better engagement. I don't know. But I wish, like I said, people would comment more and let me know. You said live. I like lives. Oh, you do? That's what's up. I'm glad you like lives, honey. Because I really don't know how to do lives for real. I know how to be in camera mode and record a video and edit and like that's my jam. I like that. I like YouTube shorts, but lives are hard for me because I don't know what to say and then you have to keep a story going. I'm gonna give y'all one more story time before I arrive to my job because right now I'm driving to my job, and I just wanted to make this story time right quick because I feel like it's important. Well, it's not really important; it's really for entertainment, but we're gonna keep it going. So when I was serving the ladies last night, right after that, one of my employee, I said employees, one of my coworkers decided to get inside of a little heated argument, and it was a black girl and it was a Spanish girl. Okay, so the black girl is like, don't be telling me what to do, okay? I know what I'm doing. I don't need you all up in my business. You need to back up a little bit. Give me some space. So I'm looking at it from afar because I'm too grown and I don't got time to be jumping in nobody's mesh and nobody's BS because I likes to mind my business. Just saying. So my other coworker is like, I don't know why such and such is getting upset and angry about this because she closes all the time. Mind you, the girl that asked her to do something is Spanish. So she automatically is like, you're giving me a hard time for no freaking reason at all. You're telling me to keep sweeping and sweeping and sweeping. I already cleaned this section or whatever. So the other girl jumps in and is like, I don't know why she being all extra. Da, 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 da. Me personally, like I said, I like to mind my business. So out of nowhere, the girl just get irate and just start going in. She was like, I don't even know why she is even a person to close. I have no idea why this management team is always choosing some stupid Spanish girl to be responsible for closing. Oh, my battery is dying. Be responsible for closing. She was like, this doesn't make any freaking sense. Like, I do this. She was like, I close every single night. And when I close, I do not. I repeat, I don't put people through this. I have somewhere to go. I have a lift to take. I have a child to take care of. So the other girl was like, well, I have a child. And that's where I got that short from earlier. And she was like, and I got another job. And I'm just like, yo, that don't got nothing to do with nothing. Like, and that's not goals. Like, I don't know why people always try to throw their kids out there. Like, it's not goals to say, I got kids and I got another job. No, that's not goals. Goals is a ring and you don't have to work anymore. Those are goals, but whatever. So she was like, I don't understand why this girl was doing all of this extra stuff when I'm trying to leave. Yet instead, we still have customers inside the building. It's not like we're closed and we screaming into our lungs. No, uh, uh, it's customers like right there, and the manager is just like trying to count the money or whatever. Insult to injury, they closed my section off, so my section has been closed. I didn't know it was time for me to leave, but the girl just keeps going on and on. So I said, I guess these Karens be acting like they don't have a place to go neither. So I cleaned up my section in my area and got everything together, because I wanted to go home because look at my bags. I'm overworked and tired. So I was ready to go. I was like, I got to film a YouTube video. I cleaned up. I have swept. I did everything that I had to do, because your girl ain't got time. I don't have time. When I say what I got to do, I got to go. So I did everything, I try to keep it copacetic and cool. So I asked the girl, we're gonna call her Karen. So I asked Miss Karen, and I was like, Miss Karen, can you please look at my work? She was like, yeah, in a minute. I gotta do this, that, and the third. I said, okay, that's fine. Just when you come back, if you could please just look at my section because I'm ready to go. So she looked at my section and she was like, looks like there's a little bit of dirt on the floor. Can you sweep it up? Let me get my water. I'm gonna tell you what I said. I said I did sweep the floor a few minutes ago, but however, if you wanted to be a little bit more sparkly and clean, I'll definitely go over there and get the broom and sweep it up some more. It was literally like two pieces of dirt on the floor. And that is why my coworker went off. See, I didn't have the energy nor the mindset to be getting all ghetto and ratchet and be like, heck no, I'm not doing that. You got me effed up. No, I'm not trying to be like that. I just was like, sure, I'll get the floor clean as much as possible. And I swept the floor or whatever. So I swept the floor and she signed me out. So I was talking to my manager and I was like, why every single time this is like the year and a half that I've worked here that we always have a fight? Oh, yeah. And right before that, before I finished the story time, right before that, we had a customer that was inside of the store and had went behind the bar and was like, I'm being ignored. And again, another black lady getting irate. And what do my managers do? They called the cops. They called the cops on the woman because she was getting irate. And I was telling my manager, I was just like, why every single night that I work, it's always cops being called. It's always somebody getting belligerent and angry and being rude and disrespectful and acting out of their character as though we're running a zoo circus. I was just like, it's not cool. I was like, this is why I had dropped my availability because I don't like being in an environment that's always toxic. Like, it's not fair. It's not fair to other employees to work in a toxic environment while we have other employees that feel like they can just voice their opinion and get into fights and arguments all day long. Like, how dare they? Y'all, all these cars are getting in front of me, and this one car is not moving. This is a freaking shame. A freaking shame. I'm gonna try to turn. I'm listening, but I don't want to wreck my car as I'm trying to film this story time, and there's a lot of cars coming. But I'm gonna try to turn because this car is has lost his freaking mind. Like, he's not. You're holding up traffic. But anyway, so I was like, I don't like to be in an toxic environment where it's always a whole bunch of chaos, it's a whole bunch of, people cursing. And that's where I work at because I work my second job. I work in the DMV and I work in DC. I work in Chinatown. If you in the DMV, you want to visit me, you can. But I work in the DMV area, and people like to get ratchet. They like to get out of pocket, especially black folks. Not all, because we do have some sophisticated young kings and gods that come in there and spend their little money, and they don't mind messing up a bag. But for all the other ones that are ratchet and young between 20 and 22, I'm sorry, the younger generation really needs to have an etiquette class for them. I'm in my 30s, and when I was young, I did not do that type of stuff. But we just get some people that like to get out of control. For the summertime, we also had some people beat up a hostess. I've seen people come in and beat other team members. I'm surprised I still work there. Beat other team members. Hostess get beat up. Someone tried to beat the manager. It's always some type of crazy stuff. That's why when I go in, I always pray because I never know what can happen. Um, in the wintertime, we also had some people outside that a guy was shot in the middle of the street after what is it, Rob Wade concert. People get stabbed up. People come to my table and roll up blunts as though they doing a cipher as they about to smoke, peeling the paper and putting it right to the mouth as though they are at the hood in the backyard. And it's just like, I'm telling my manager, like, we need to feel like, why can't y'all get some type of security for us? Like, we have to deal with this public that's just inhumane and disrespectful. And she was like, I don't know, but we got to do something. And I just hold on to it until I start making passive income online. But it is what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. Thank you for staying on my live as long as you could. But I think I'm going to end it here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.